What's up everyone, Vortex here bringing you another video, and today we are talking about Star Wars Rebels. I just finished watching the Season 3 finale, and I just want to talk a little bit about this season overall and what happened in the ending and so on, since I did a analysis of the Season 2 finale. I thought, well, it could be appropriate to do one in this season finale. So, well, we got the ever so hyped up battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, the final showdown, if you will. And for those who are not read up on the Clone Wars and Rebels show, it is in fact canon that Darth Maul survived being chopped off in half in The Phantom Menace, and has now gone in full hunting mode. He is now searching day and night to find Obi-Wan and exact his revenge for this. And now in the, I believe it's the 19th episode of Season 3, he locates Obi-Wan and they have their final showdown. Well, they fight for approximately 3 seconds. It is basically 2 lightsaber strikes and then Obi chops Darth Maul's saber in half and cuts him down. And then they have like a small emotional moment where Darth Maul confesses some shit, and then he dies, and then Obi closes his eyes, therefore ending Darth Maul's story arc. Obi-Wan didn't successfully kill him in The Phantom Menace, but this time he closed the circle. Darth Maul is now dead. What do I think about this? Well, there's a hidden thing within this fight that is a bit deeper than it might seem on the surface. First of all, we see Obi-Wan engaging in his standard all defensive form stance in the beginning, aiming his 2 fingers towards his enemy and shit. And then we see Darth Maul doing his uber twirl with his saber staff. But then we see Obi-Wan switching from his all defensive form to the acrobatic form, which Qui-Gon Jinn uses. And this is sort of a bait towards Darth Maul. He tries to bait Maul into using the same attack he used to kill Qui-Gon. So when he uses the attack, Obi-Wan can counter it and fuck him up. So that's what he does. Darth Maul goes in for the hilt pommel on the head, but Obi is prepared for this and chops his saber in half and kills him. That's pretty cool, I suppose, that he thought this out, and that the creators thought this out. It's a nice little callback, and it's somewhat hard to see, but it was pretty cool. But I just wish that the fight had lasted more than 3 fucking seconds, cause it's literally 1, 2, dead. And I don't know, just ramp it up to like 30 seconds, and that's being very fair. Come on, guys. 3 seconds. That is fucking ridiculous. When I saw the trailer for Obi versus Maul for the first time, I flipped the fuck out. Because, well, even though I think that Rebels is a shitty show, it's still fucking awesome to see. You still feel the hype surrounding it, so you still want the payoff, but when you get there, it's very disappointing. Even though there's a few hidden things in there, but still, I want a little bit more content, guys, please. And now moving on to the season finale, the 2-part episode that ended season 3. Grand Admiral Thrawn was canonized in season 3 of Rebels. Thank fucking god, they got him really right, and he is definitely the highlight of this show now, since Vader hasn't been in this season. So Thrawn is definitely worth watching. He is so enjoyable and very, very accurate. So for the season finale, I really wanted that downhill point for the Rebels, that Thrawn comes in and absolutely demolishes their morale and just kills everyone. Maybe even kills off a few main characters. So I suppose that's what the season finale delivered. We get to see some of Thrawn's excellent battle tactics. He crushes the rebels during his initial assault on their home base. But then, of course, there's a really huge Deus Ex Machina in there, which is very disappointing. But again, it's Star Wars. Lots of fucking magic happens at the end, and I suppose I get to talk a little bit about the Bendu, but I'll get into him a little bit later. Thrawn basically has calculated his moves from the first episode in Season 3 all the way to the last, and has counted his victories, knowing when to attack and when to retreat, not going full berserk all the time like all other cliché villains. He lets the rebels earn their victories when he feels that they have earned them, thus learning from the rebels after every single one of their victories, thus adapting, learning, and when it's time for his final, when the final curtain drops, he can absolutely wreck everyone. And he absolutely delivers. He drops out of Lightspeed with his full armada, with his octopus-covered flagship, and then just proceeds to destroy the entire rebel fleet. We had a few deaths. Admiral Constantine, who has been a small antagonist, I think he is introduced in Season 1, but I'm not sure, I don't want to promise anything. But yes, he gets killed off because his arrogance comes before his I don't know, he just disobeys Thrawn's orders and says that, yeah, I want the glory of the kill too. And then he goes out of line and fucks it up for the rest of the Imperial fleet. Because he commands one of those interceptor cruisers, and when he pulls out of his spot in the fleet, fuck's his name, Commander Sato just comes in with his cruiser and kamikazes the shit out of Constantine's ship. So both Constantine and Sato goes down in this final episode. Yes, I suppose. Constantine hasn't really been an important villain, just the side guy who has been wrecked by a few of Thrawn's quick one-liners, I suppose. So he wasn't really important, but okay, I was happy to see him go. He was expendable. But then we have Sato, who has been an established rebel leader since season... I think he was in Season 1, but he is mostly active in Season 3 and 2. But yes, he gets killed off, and I suppose it leaves some sort of emotional impact, even though I didn't really care for Sato, but it was a good way to kill off a character. I kind of wish that they should probably have killed off another main character, but that's just me nitpicking. We have Agent Kallus, who finally is revealed or even exposed to the Empire as the spy Fulcrum. So now Thrawn knows that Kallus is Fulcrum, and he beats the shit out of him and just hangs him out for the whole world to see. But at the end, Kallus manages to escape Thrawn's flagship and into an escape pod, upon where he's picked up by the Ghost Crew, and now he's part of the Ghost Crew. So please do something awesome with Kallus's character now. Just make him an awesome rebel and stuff. I don't know. But that is basically the ending for Season 3. And I suppose I have to talk a little bit about the Bendu. The Bendu is introduced as a sort of lion turtle character, similar to Avatar, The Last Airbender. He comes in as sort of an ancient creature who, and I quote, is neither light or dark, somewhere in the middle. So he comes in and he has a few life lessons for our heroes at times, and times, you know, it's, I don't know, it's fucking annoying at times, but whatever. So Kanan goes up to him, it's like, yeah man, you gotta help us out. And he's like, I am in the middle, I cannot help you guys. And then he calls him a coward, and then the Bendu flips the fuck out. He becomes very angry with this, and then turns into a fucking lightning storm and fries a lot of the Imperial walkers and soldiers and shit. But yes, Thrawn and his Death Troopers, who are in the episode as well, manage to corner all of our heroes. They circle them around and they are fucking fucked, okay guys? But then the Bendu comes in as a Deus Ex Machina and fries some of Thrawn's men, and the Ghost Crew manage to escape. So basically, Thrawn had it won. He had them all enclosed in a circle. He wanted them alive, of course, that's why he didn't fire. But he had them beat. But then the Deus Ex Machina comes in and saves the day. I'm a little bit sad by this. And also, a little small scene where Thrawn suddenly has his back turned towards Kanan, and Kanan, he's right open. Kanan could have made like a sudden move and Thrawn would be fucking dead. I sat there with my friend, we sat there and screamed, fucking stab him, fucking stab him, he's like 3 feet away from you, fucking stab him and end him. But he didn't even think of this, that was so fucking retarded. Ugh. But it's a kid's show and they can't come up with this. Had this been Game of Thrones, Thrawn would have been cut to like 4 separate pieces. Well, that's basically it for Season 3's ending. I'm happy that they showed the might of Thrawn, that he is not a person to be fucked with, and I hope that he's just as cruel and just as fucking evil in the next season. His death was even foreshadowed at the end, where the Bendu, the Bendu even says to Thrawn in their small conversation before he like disappears into a puff of smoke, he says like, yeah, you will be swallowed by 1,000 arms or something like that. So it's a foreshadow that Thrawn will die. But yeah, that's basically it about Season 3's season finale. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this wasn't a lot, but I just wanted to cover what I thought about the season finale and so on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.
War. I study the art of war. Work to perfect it. To defeat an enemy, you must know them. I will pull the rebels apart, piece by piece. They'll be the architects of their own destruction.